Welcome to West Coast Wednesday here on Prospectors Radio with Kathleen Biffle, Rich Cooley, Scott Swiftwater Toney, Indiana Gold Hunter, Dennis Dayton, and your host, Tim Grimes. We hope you enjoy the show, and thanks again for listening.
All right, everybody, welcome back to another West Coast Wednesday here on Prospector Radio. I'm back, feeling better. Glad to be here, and I got the whole crew here with me. First off, let's welcome Mr. Rich Cooley. What's going on, Rich?
Not much. How's everyone tonight?
Doing all right. How you feeling, man? You still achy?
Oh, I'm still sore.
What hurts the worst?
Middle fork of the Boise River kicked my butt.
What hurts the worst?
Oh, my hands are sore. Everything's sore. I just can't get the ache away, you know.
Uh-huh. Okay, how many days has it been since you was dredging?
Oh, I came back, Saturday,
So Friday was your last day dredging?
Only 4 days, yeah.
Dang,
Friday was the last day there, but...
It takes a lot to kick your butt, though, you know, so...
Yeah, it did me good. I guarantee you. I know when I went to try to squeeze something, it ain't squeezing.
Really?
Man, I tell you what, Rich, I bet you with all that hot coffee and that cold water, all them orifices are cold, too. So.
Yeah.
My orifices were all frozen up.
Was your orifice cold, Rich? Is that what the problem was?
Yeah.
I hate when my orifice gets cold.
Yeah.
Nothing worse.
Yeah, it was an adventure, I'll tell you. I'd do it again in a heartbeat.
Oh, are you going to do it next year?
I don't know. I'm not sure yet because
Not
I
sure.
have a Colorado hunt coming up next year.
Oh, okay. So maybe you'll do
And I probably won't be able to do both of them.
Right, so one or the other.
Because I kind of canceled the Colorado hunt this year to go to Idaho.
Oh, okay. So I got you. So
So,
that's okay. I mean, at least you went. I know you've been dying to go, and you finally got down
Yep,
there.
I got to meet my mentor and all that, and I got to see Lou and Robert and Kerry and Kylie and his wife, and we had a blast.
Now,
so.
did everybody pull out the same day, or did some of them stick around even longer?
No, the ones, Kylie and his wife left on a Saturday, and I stayed till the following Friday.
Uh-huh.
And then everybody else is still there.
Oh, really? Lou, Robert, Carrie still there?
Yep, Lou, Robert, Kerry's still there. Yep.
Now how was they taking all
And
that?
then Ken's nephew showed up with his wife.
Oh, now, so how were they dealing with that cold water?
They were doing the same thing, waiting until 11:30, 12
Really?
o'clock to get in the water, and then most of the time they were out about 5 or 6.
Oh, even
The
Carrie?
breeze really wasn't too bad down at their end, or up at their end. They were in the sun
Right,
majority of the time.
right. Even Carrie?
But,
I mean, she's hardcore.
yeah,
We know.
yeah, there were, I mean, some days you'd get one run in, some days you would get two. It
Oh,
depends.
wow. Man.
Depends on the weather that day when the breeze came through and cooled you off.
Right, and it was like, that's it. I'm getting out.
Then you're done. Yeah, you've got to get out of the wet clothes and then start cleaning up your material for the evening.
Right, man. Well, we're glad you're back. I know you was back Sunday, but I'm glad you're back here on West Coast Wednesdays. You know, sorry that you're still sore, though, man. I figured you'd be...
I'll get it eventually here. I'm going to look about doing some modifications for my dredge for North Carolina. So hopefully I got some modifications in mind from Ken and
Okay.
see what I can do and a couple things I'm going to try and
Well, that's cool.
we'll see what happens.
Yeah. One more thing. Was your garden overgrown when you got home?
Oh, yeah, I had to pull weeds, definitely. And my tomatoes didn't really come in too much until I got back. Now they're popping all over the place.
Like crazy, huh?
Yeah, my potatoes are ready to harvest. I just haven't got to that yet. But
Man, you'll be eating good here. Them tomatoes sound mighty good right
yipper,
now.
and get some more bacon. I'll be doing bacon and taters.
Oh, I would like if you make it to Gold Rush, bring a couple of tomatoes with you. Yeah.
Yeah, I can do that. Yeah, that's up in the air with me right now because I got a hog couple hogs I got to get butchered before then, and I'm not sure what weekend I can do it. So.
Got it. All right. Well, just let me know. I mean, let the listeners know.
I will.
Yeah. And I appreciate you being here, Rich. I hope you get past the soreness, take some ibuprofen, and you'll be all right.
Yep. Thanks for having me.
Oh, no. Thanks for being here, brother. Also joining us tonight, we got our West Coast connection. Scott Swiftwater Toney. What's happening, Scotty boy?
Woo! Everything's coming together really good out here in Arizona.
Really?
The temperatures dropped by at least 8 degrees, so we're only at 100 now.
A whole whopping 8 degrees, huh? Man.
Yeah, but it makes a big difference.
Oh,
I'll tell you.
It does. Oh, I'm sure
And
it does.
we've actually had some cloud cover coming through and stuff like that. Storms up to the north, so everybody in North Arizona, I hope you guys are dredging and get some gold while you can. Yeah, because I know the water. I know the water's flowing, not heavy, but just enough. Like, yeah, you could probably get you a good, I'd say a 3-inch in and do some dry land mining pretty easy with the water they got up there right now.
Right.
And I've seen some people that's finding great gold, and I'm sitting here biting my fingernails. I'm like, oh, really? See? But it's not time.
It's not time.
No, it's still hot, still warm. So you got to bide your time. And like I said, I've got that big mission that I'm going to do this year. You know, I want to go up through the western states periodically, and I actually purchased last night a toy hauler.
Oh, you did?
Yeah. And I thought it was a phenomenal deal. First thing I got out, and I looked at it on the outside. And I'm like, well, you know, here in Arizona, the decals and the stuff and the paint, it don't really last that long. If you get 2 years, 3 years, you're doing pretty good out of a sticker. Right. But anyway, it had a little roughness on the sticker part. And I'm like, I'm not worried about that part of it. I'm just worried about the insides and the bottom. Right. I went underneath the bottom, and I'll tell you what, it was immaculately spotless. There was no mud, no dirt, no water drips, no nothing. All the PVC pipes were nice and clean and white. All the hoses that went to like the black water, gray water, your white water, everything looked like brand new. And I was like, oh, well, that's pretty interesting because, you know, the guy, his ad said it's in great shape. Right. And usually, you know, people that say that, you'll get down there and it's good shape, but I wouldn't say great. Sure. But the underside of this looked really great. And I stepped inside, and like I said, it was a toy hauler, and I knew he hauled a 4-wheeler around. There was no tire marks on the back door. There was no tire marks on the floor. Everything was buckled up and fastened like you see it on the RV show, the floor. You know what I'm saying? Right. And the refrigerator was clean as a whistle. Everything was white. The toilet was white. The shower was white. I'm like, man, these guys didn't use this very much. And he wanted a certain amount. I said, I'll go 8. He said, no, I'll go 82 because I'll give you the sway, what do they call that? The sway bar mount. That way it keeps it from going side to side. Right. And which I know, I mean, I used to sell RVs. And I know how much those go for. And I'm like, you know what? For extra $200 a year, you got a deal. Sure. So, and I was looking for a 14-footer, but it's a 16-foot. So, you know what?
2 more
I'm
feet.
still happy. Yeah. And I mean, the wheels are still chrome and look great. That's good. But now, you know, she said like this year, I don't want to do a 10 again.
10's
and
rough.
Which I mean, what's that?
A tent is rough at our age.
Well, but I mean, I had a bed in there.
Yeah, but still, it's a tent. It's nice to go in a camper and shut the door and climb in a bed and turn the air conditioner on and enjoy it, you know? Big difference.
Well, you got to remember, down here, though, when we're out doing, you don't really turn the air conditioning on because at that time of year, it's getting, you know, a fan will work and you'll be fine.
Got it.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
But I'm just saying, she wanted to kind of up the beat because I'm going to be traveling and stuff like that. And, you know, if I want to stop at a truck stop, I can stop off, get a nap, whatever I need to do. And because my last plans, I'm going to go into Alaska. And I thought about going to Nome, but I really thought about going to see Ray too. I don't know. I know he's out there listening right now, but I also thought about going and seeing Ray. I haven't called him or talked to him or anything like that, but I'd like to make a good summer out of it. And like what Dennis, you know, everybody's seen Dennis doing, I'd like to make a good summer out of it and get a season actually doing that and hopefully enjoy it with some people that I know and have a good time doing it. And when I come back, you know, be able to pretty much say I made my way. You know, I made my wage and did a good job.
I tell you what,
if
you go with Ray, man, you're gonna have the best time. I mean, that's all I can say. And, you know, and I know he works, but you know, he's got his buddies that go out on the beach too, and they're real cool to hang around with too. And they help you. That's one thing I like about that. It's like a community thing. You know, if you've got problems, everybody helps each other out there. So it's an experience. It's an adventure. I recommend it, man. It's awesome.
Well,
I'm taking.
It was the best vacation ever.
I'm taking up my 6-inch dredge. So wherever I could, if I can run beach sand with that, I'm just gonna have to change the mats. And I'll just let it go from that. I'll probably lose some because, the sluice is only so long and it does float. But if you run more, if you're running a 6-inch and you're doing nothing but sucking up sand, get your motors running right to the, don't let it overhog your box. But as soon as you get your motors running right to the flow that you want, I believe that I can consistently, from what I've seen from, Ray's videos and Dennis's videos and stuff like that, I believe with a 6-inch dredge, I can consistently probably get 4 to 5 grams a day, working like I do, because when I get digging, I dig.
Right.
So it's like a nonstop thing.
That's the thing. Well, we hope you make it up there, Scott. Post a picture of that new toy hauler. That'd be cool to see.
Yeah, I gotta figure out how to do it. It's on my phone, but I don't do anything off my phone. So I gotta transfer it to my email and then take it off my email. I don't know.
Right.
I don't do much with my phone. I just don't trust my phone. I don't like doing anything off my phone, any banking, anything like that. I'd rather just walk in and pay it.
Yeah, I gotcha. Makes sense. But
people's like, oh, it takes all this much time. I'm like, well, at least I'm not riding a horse doing it now. I mean,
take a picture. Take a picture and post it so we can see it. I'd like to see what you scored. Sounds cool, man.
No,
toy haulers are nice.
It was a beautiful toy hauler for eight grand. I was like, wow. Because everything else we looked at was, we thought about getting one custom built. So you're looking at like 16 grand. That would have put me in the hole deep starting out.
Well, yeah, that's a lot.
But with this right here that we found, a Jewel for 8 grand, and then if I get my truck now for 10 to 12, we'll be right where we actually wanted to be setting pretty with, a bumper money at the end that I can do my stuff and travel and, got my gas and stuff like it. And man, I'll tell you what, I've slung a lot of barbecue to get there.
I bet you did.
I'm there.
Slinging that sauce. Swiftwater Toney's special barbecue. Well, Scott, thank you for being here, brother.
Thank you.
Glad you made it as always. Is anybody out there having trouble hearing me tonight? I seen somebody said they was having trouble hearing me. Is anybody else?
Fine to me.
Yeah.
I was gonna say I can hear you loud.
Yeah, I bet you guys can. I just want to make sure it's going out.
We can hear you fine.
Yep. Okay. Well, somebody in the chat room said that couldn't hear Tim, so I cranked up the mic a little bit. And I don't want to blast you guys out, though. Is it okay, Kathleen? Okay.
What's that?
I said, is it too loud?
No, I don't.
Okay.
No, not at
all right,
all.
cool. You guys say so. All right, good. All right. Well, awesome. All right, so let me continue then. Also joining us tonight, as always, we got our very own Miss Kathleen Biffle. What's happening, Kathleen?
Yay!
Gosh, I just can't wait till this week is going to be over.
It's in a rough one.
I've got, school starting, just getting used to new routines, and work is like everybody needed everything yesterday, and
right.
3 audits decide that they want to do audits on you,
Oh, jeez. When it rains, it pours. Right?
It does.
It does, indeed.
Yeah. I was just feeling comfortable, I think, last week with everything, and I shouldn't have said anything.
You jinxed yourself. Why did you do that?
That's what it gets you when you're comfortable.
You can't say nothing. Yep. That's
Can't wait for this week to be over. Even though I'm not going out this weekend, I've got a lot of cons to go through on the water table. So, we do what we can while we're out in the field, getting the gold in the cleanup sloughs and snuffering up the larger pieces. But
right.
There's still a lot of gold in those cons.
Oh, I bet.
You need to sit down and devote a whole day to it.
Kathleen, what water table do you own again?
The Martin water table.
Do you find
Prospecting.
it? Is it something do you find it slow or no?
I like it slow. So I'm probably the wrong person to ask, but it's actually really relaxing to sit there. For me, anyway.
It's therapeutic for Kathleen.
Yeah, I mean, you hear the water going. Sometimes I even get sleepy.
Yeah, I get sleepy too because it's boring me to death.
The Chinese garden effect.
Yeah.
But I mean, I know it cleans out gold. You know, like Jimbo's table does. It cleans out. You know, it cleans out the gold. Sure. But I mean, do you sit there and watch TV, or do you sit there and just watch the gold, or do you lose?
I watch the gold, but I'm listening to things. Like I'll listen to a program or the radio or something like that. But I'm always watching because you got to have a good eye.
Mm-hmm. That's
and
true.
I actually have to put my specs on sometimes for some of the gold.
Do you find much in your tailings, or do you ever rerun those, or no?
No, we don't really find anything because all you're left with is just the heavy black sand, and then we get a lot of like lead stuff like that.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
And we collect it for some weird reason.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. We're afraid to throw it away or something, but we have it, and sometimes. Well, Shad used. It was kind of funny when he was digging that sewer to the street, the storm sewer. The pipe.
Right.
Well, he ran out of backfill, so he started using some of the old cons that we have with the black sand.
Why not?
And then, like after we had a big storm, you could see like how it trickles down this. You get this stream that trickles down the sand or the dirt. It was nothing but black sand.
Wow. That's cool though. At the same time.
Yes. See, I was thinking about getting one of those tables because I always hear you say it's kind of, it's nice, relaxing. You get to take your time. It really cleans out the gold. And I thought, you know what? If I'm somewhere like not in Black Canyon City, but maybe somewhere else, Wickenburg, higher up, you're either reading or you're cleaning out gold. And I thought, something like that would take some time, but it does get your gold real clean at the same time. So I thought, burn some time up instead of driving yourself nuts would be cool.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So,
oh yeah.
And I actually took a picture, I think I posted on Instagram or Facebook, but of the mercury covered pieces that I'm starting to find.
Oh.
And they're quite substantial. So we haven't done anything with them yet. I am separating it.
Mm-hmm.
It's got its own little home.
Okay.
You know where it come from, right?
I know where it came from.
Cool.
Nice.
Yep.
Well, that's cool. So
It's exciting.
Well, it could be kind of promising because, you hit those cracks, and if it's been collecting gold and mercury for years, so you could suck up a pretty substantial amount with mixed together.
Yep.
Never know. Maybe. So no prospecting for you then, Kathleen, this weekend, huh?
Not this weekend, no. And the next weekend we're going to Indiana, so I don't know that we're going to be prospecting, though.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
I have people to visit and things to do, and
okay.
Blah, blah, blah.
Blah, blah,
But the
blah,
weekend
blah.
after,
Yeah, I know. I know the drill. It's crazy, right? But
the weekend after,
yeah.
I'm going to get in the creek somewhere. I don't know.
Oh, you will. I know you, and I know you'll get in a creek somewhere, guaranteed. Now,
It's my birthday weekend, too.
Right,
So.
right. So you got to. So, how's them koi doing?
They're doing great.
I have to ask. You know that.
Growing like crazy.
I think the koi are part of the Prospector Radio family because we've been talking about them since this all began. So I always have to ask.
Yeah, I can pet them now. They'll come up to me and let me pet them.
Well,
but
cool.
what did you say you wanted to do tonight to train them to do?
Uh-oh.
Shut up.
You gotta say it. Come on.
Come on.
I want to kiss them.
Oh, right.
She wants to train them to kiss her.
Really, Kathleen?
What
Seriously?
Yeah.
Okay, now how do you do that?
Well, you just got to stick your head.
Head in the water?
Put some food in your mouth.
Dad, that was spoken in confidence between us.
No, that was too
Shad.
good. That was too good. So you put your face in the water and just pucker up and hope they come over and kiss you, and then you give them a treat? I don't know how that works.
Probably. Well, they already come up to me and, kiss my hand. So.
Uh-huh.
Jake, sit, speak.
I want to see you out there, Kathleen, like a SeaWorld trainer in your wetsuit with a little whistle.
That's what I wanted to see,
And have
like
them,
shampoo.
yeah, and have them up on their tail going across the koi pond. And
I'm gonna gonna teach him how to jump through a hoop.
Yeah.
Can you imagine the fish's reaction? Their face comes in the water. They're like, "Oh, what is she up to now?"
Yeah. It's like, oh, it's time for a new trick, guys. Oh, jeez, Kathleen.
They're so cute. They really are.
I'm sure they are. I don't know if I'd want to kiss them, but whatever. They're your koi. Do with them as you please. Let me know how that comes along, though. Does it work? You succeeded or you failed? Oh my goodness, Kathleen! Good trick, though.
Yeah, if I can set my mind to it, I think I can do it.
If you got them kissing your hand and eating out your hand and stuff, I'm sure you can. Yeah.
Yeah. Or maybe I'll just do the hoop thing.
Get your little whistle like they have at SeaWorld. Your little dog.
Yeah.
Is that a dog whistle or something? I don't even know what they were, but you could do that. And move your hand, give them koi commands with your hands only.
Koi commands.
Right, Shad? Koi commands.
I've seen those koi. They're too big to get out of the water for a hoop.
Hey, if Shamu can, they can. They can do it. Have faith in those koi. Come on, Scott. Jeez.
I think there's a bigger pool in Shad's future.
Yeah, there is a bigger koi pond.
When we move out to Arizona, we're going to probably build the pond first and the house around it.
Yeah.
Your koi's not going to last out here in Arizona, right?
That's right. It's going to be indoors.
Yeah, it better be.
I'm having an indoor koi pond.
Indoor koi pond. Yep.
Yes.
That's right.
I was going to say the predators out here are vicious.
Right.
They'll pick up cats.
Although I do belong to an Arizona koi pond owner group, and there are a substantial number of people out there that are koi enthusiasts.
Really?
A lot of them have them indoors, but then there's some that have them outdoors.
Wow. Interesting.
I don't think they live in remote areas where you're gonna, they're
city koi probably.
City koi, yeah.
City koi.
Kathleen, since you guys are prospectors, you need to get one that's solid gold and call it gold.
We do.
We have one.
We call it Nico though.
Her name is Nico, and she is a yellow Ogon, is what they call him.
Mm-hmm.
And it's Shad's favorite fish. And don't let him make fun of me. He likes his little yellow koi.
Shut up.
Is he training?
It's gold looking. It's really cool looking.
Yellow, huh, Shad?
But is he training his, Kathleen?
No.
No, he's
I've
not
got
training.
it to be more aggressive and fight for that food finally.
Oh.
It was a little timid, so.
Okay.
It was a timid one, yes.
Oh, and now it's not.
No, he goes for the food.
Well, I know what Shad does.
Good.
Shad grabs a hold of the yellow one, holds on to it, throws food out there, and watches the other ones eat. Then he lets it go.
Yeah. He's training it well. That's what he's doing. Well, I'm glad.
Yeah, and we're also getting the dogs trained not to bark at the neighbor dog.
Oh, really?
So much. Well, there's a police dog that lives next to us, and they've got 3 dogs, and he's a canine cop.
Right.
And he's got this really beautiful German Shepherd that he has to keep on a leash because it's trained to kill.
Right. Makes sense.
Well, my dogs, they think, our dogs, I'm sorry, they think they're so big and tough that they run at the fence and bark at this dog, and this dog can probably kill all of them. So we're training them not to do that, and they're doing really well.
Well, that's good. That's real good. So a lot of pet training going on at your place right now.
There is.
Okay.
A lot of training.
A lot of training. Yeah, definitely training. Kids, yeah, getting them trained back for school, the kois, and now the dogs. What's next? I don't know.
I don't know.
But you got your news tonight, don't you, Kathleen?
I do. I have some news. Shad will do the local events of interest, and I've got some cool fun facts.
Awesome.
It's kind of an extended fun fact.
Okay.
I hope that's okay.
Yeah, we're fine. Yeah, let's just roll with it. Sounds good. Awesome, Kathleen.
Right.
Thank you for being here.
Good to be here.
All right. Also joining us tonight, we got the other half of the Biffles. We got Mr. Shad Biffle with us. What's happening, Shad?
Not a whole lot.
Not a whole lot. That's it?
He doesn't even live here.
Yeah.
Not a whole lot.
I'm in a daze.
Why? Why are you in a daze?
No, it's bad when you forget to pick up a kid.
Okay.
Yeah, when she got off of work last night. We were listening to Ed and Jesse's show.
Uh-huh.
Got a little sidetracked. Was like, man, we're tired. Let's go just lay down on the bed, watch some TV,
Uh-huh.
Next thing I know, I looked at my phone and I'm like, oh my God, I was supposed to pick Cheyenne up 30 minutes ago.
We suck.
Don't you hate when that happens?
Luckily, she already had her friend. I missed that text that said, hey, my friend's going to pick me up. So luckily, she has no clue that I forgot about her.
Oh, well,
until she hears the show.
Good move. Shad, right. If she listens, you're doomed.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. So you forgot to pick me up, huh?
Yeah.
Huh?
It happens. You
Man.
got too many kids to keep track of.
Oh, no,
Well,
I know.
that's why they got friends,
Exactly.
Right. That they work with, that they can get rides with. That's kind of how it works. It used to, anyway.
But I do got some good news, though.
What's that?
For the Wandering Buffaloes, yesterday, we hit over 1,000 subscribers. Finally.
Way to go.
Hey, did you
Congrats.
recheck the numbers?
Yeah.
Yeah, because as soon as I seen you said 1,000 subscribers, I went and took my subscription off to make it $9.99 again.
Oh,
We thought there would be
I thought there would be one, and I'm still convinced there's probably somebody out there that'll do that.
Oh, you know there is. You know it.
We get every video. We have a religious thumbs down person.
Yeah,
We could talk about giving away 1,000 ounces of gold, and it'd be a thumbs down.
But the funny thing is, they do thumbs down before it even plays.
Like they do it within like the first second.
Oh, they just
Don't worry, I get one of those too.
They just got to give you a thumbs down, right?
Yep.
I try to thank them though.
Well, you have to.
Subscribe,
We were
obviously.
saying, oh, okay, we're going to hit 1,000, and that one thumbs down, or he's going to unsubscribe.
Man. Well, at least you did it. Finally. Congratulations, guys.
Yep.
Happy
So
for
we're
you.
gonna do a little giveaway for hitting that
Mhm.
1,000 subscribers. So
Okay.
we're working on getting stuff together.
Well,
To say
awesome.
thank you.
Well, that is very cool. Congratulations, guys. Way to go.
You should be over 1,000 now, though, ain't you?
Yes.
We're 1,004.
1,004.
All right.
And climbing. Way to go, guys. Awesome.
Yeah.
So what else,
Cool.
Shad?
We got to get all the names put in the randomizer.
Yeah. Uh-huh. Oh, yeah. That'll be fun.
But thank you all out there who are subscribers. We appreciate the support.
And shared. We appreciate it. That was
You're
cool.
Very
That was pretty
welcome.
cool to see the community come together.
Yeah, that's right. Get you them 1,000. I can't even talk. 1,000 subscribers. Very cool. So what else is happening, brother? Anything exciting other than that? I mean, that's pretty exciting. I don't know if you can top that tonight. Can you?
No,
Except for
I
with
think that's it. Yeah, I think now I kind of have to go to sad news.
Yeah, what's that going to be? Our metal prices?
Precious metal prices.
I hope they're not that bad.
we need some like really sad music.
We
right
do.
now, 'cause,
I
I mean,
know.
it is.
What do we
bad.
got?
All like Monday and Tuesday, it was just like bad. Like it just dove on Monday,
It's Black Wednesday.
and then now today, it's just like, oh my god, I can't believe it.
Really?
You know, I think on Sunday we were at $1,212 for gold,
Uh-huh.
and we're thinking, okay, it's been hanging around here, it'll bounce back. No, it fell, and it's down to $1,175. It fell $20
Wow.
today alone,
It's below.
below
Wow.
1,200.
Wow.
China.
Wow.
It just dropped.
Yeah,
Even
sure
your
did.
silver, man.
Oh, no.
Get ready for this. That's down 61 more cents. But the price, though, on it is $14.42.
Oh, jeez. Man,
Just
everything.
a few months ago, it was at 19.
Yeah, what the
Think
heck?
of that one.
Oh,
Now,
dude.
platinum, that's taken a couple knocks this week, too, on Monday, Tuesday, and today again.
Mm-hmm.
It dropped an additional $32, closing at $768.
Mm-hmm.
And even palladium could not escape the carnage that has impacted the precious metal prices. It fell $56 to $837.
Dang. Man,
somebody's playing with the market. Trust me.
Man, crazy, dude. That's just. It did. You were right. Bad news. That was definitely it.
I think it's because, the Biffles sold all their gold.
It could be. It could be, or because I bought some for our patron giveaway, one or the other. Yeah, I don't have a clue. So it drops now after I paid more for it. So, of course. I don't know. That is bad. We'll see. It'll turn around. It always does. So it will be fun.
I hope so.
Yeah.
I think somebody's making some money on the way down, and it's going to make money on the way back up as well.
Well, that's what it's about. It's a money.
Yeah,
game.
If everything drops, somebody's moving some. They're moving some money.
Oh yeah.
And I will tell you this though. There was one precious metal that did not escape did escape some of this. Rhodium.
Rhodium.
That went up $5, closing at $2,350.
That seems to be doing a lot better.
Well, it's extremely scarce resource, and it's only found in a few places, and it is so deep and so expensive to get that usually they're mining for a lot of other stuff like nickel and cobalt. I was reading,
right?
Because I was really curious about this,
right?
And then the cost to mine that other stuff is such a profit and good, so they can also spend their time on mining for rhodium and processing that material separately and make a profit from it.
Huh.
Other than that, it'd probably just sit way down there, so it's not easy to get to.
Wow.
And the closest mine for rhodium's in Canada to the U.S.
Okay.
But what do we use it for?
Batteries?
Batteries. We use rhodium for batteries?
Everything's in batteries.
Yeah, for batteries, Scott.
I thought that was lithium.
It's the Duracell. Okay, well here you go. It's used to make electrical contacts, jewelry, and even catalytic converters.
Oh, there's
really?
that stuff in catalytic converters?
Well, that explains why people are doing that stealing stuff.
Oh, sure.
Yep. It's used also as an alloying agent in other materials as well, like platinum and palladium.
Uh-huh.
So, and that's used in like furnace coils, electrodes for aircraft spark plugs.
Batteries.
Yeah, that's right. They do use batteries, right?
You know that Energizer bunny? He's made of it.
He's made of it. He's got some rhodium.
Hey, it's what, Todd? He drinks rhodium.
He drinks.
And he keeps
no wonder he keeps going.
Yeah, it's from a rhodium. Is it a rhodium? Is that how it's spelled, Chad? A rhodium?
Rhodium.
Oh, just rhode, not ero. I was thinking it was called erodium, but it's just rhodium. Okay, thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. Now, you got some birthdays tonight?
Woo! Well, yeah, we might as well. We got a few.
Is Dennis going to sing?
I don't know.
I don't know. I was kind of hoping to hear Scott sing it live again since I missed it last time.
That was pretty good.
It was.
No, I didn't.
How about you do a duet?
Oh, do a duet.
I heard, Scott, I would tell you right now, they were bragging on you.
Can't hardly hear you, Dennis. You got to get by your microphone again, buddy. You sound real distant. What did you say?
Real distant?
Yeah, you were like real far away. It sounded like.
Oh, I probably would move. No, I was just saying that they were really bragging on how good you were singing, and I didn't get a chance to listen to it yet.
You funny guy.
So who's singing?
I vote for a duet, personally.
Ooh,
I do too. A live duet. Live. You heard it here first tonight, live. A duet with Scott and Dennis singing "Happy Birthday." I think so.
Are you gonna, hey Dennis? Are you gonna do it as slow as you usually do it, or what?
Yeah, I'll try to sing it exactly like I did on Sunday.
Yeah.
All right.
He's pretty consistent, though, Scott.
He is.
Just keep up.
So you're gonna sing. Just say you're gonna do the Marilyn Monroe.
Just follow along with Dennis, Scott.
I'll start it off, and you just sing along with me.
All right, say when you're ready, Dennis. Are you ready, Dennis?
Yep. Let's go. Happy
birthday to you.
Happy birthday to you. Happy
birthday.
Oh my God,
Dear whoever.
Happy
birthday
to
you.
That was amazing. Great job, guys.
Well done, Dennis.
See? Hey,
Carried the
that was
harmony
good.
very well.
It's hard to follow because when I start singing, it cuts him out. So I got to kind of play with what he's going when he starts.
Yeah. Very nice.
Dennis, you did a great job.
Yeah, you guys nailed it.
Scott did too. I liked it.
Chill.
Yeah, great job, guys.
Throw those names out there, Shad. Happy birthday to everybody.
That's all right. August 15th, we have Al Bachner, Brian J. Adams, David Casto, Greg Bacon. That's a cool last name. Jackie Neek, Linda, Stephen Anthony Warren, Susan Pritchett, Tony Silva, and Wade Bowen. Tomorrow, Derek Fry, Frank H., Greg B., Greg Dorn, Jerry Bond. Your parents didn't want to name you James Bond, so you got Jerry. Caleb Wildman, Larry Pavlek, and Scott White. Happy birthday.
Happy
All right.
birthday.
Happy
birthday
birthday, everybody.
to you.
And Shad, thank you for being here, brother.
Many more.
Great job, Shad. Thank you for being here. And always enjoy that. All right. And last but not least, we got the Indiana Gold Hunter himself, Mr. Dennis Dayton. What's happening, Dennis?
Well, besides all this rain, we got bad thunderstorms in today. They're calling for possible tornadoes. So, I don't know. I'm supposed to be going to Ohio to pick up my stuff.
Uh-huh.
And one way or the other, I'm going to get that stuff back. But I'm 10 days. I'm 10 days away from my California trip.
Very cool. Roaring Camp, right?
Yeah, buddy. I am excited.
Oh, I bet
Roaring, you're going up to Roaring Camp, huh?
That's right. I'll be in Roaring Camp, and I'm going to be going, well, they opened up a new cut there, so I'm going to hit that pretty hard. And China Camp is, man, I can't talk enough about it. I'm so excited to get ready to go into China Camp and
Now,
do some crevice in there. I got some really good gold there last year.
Uh-huh.
Dennis, do you know Deke Elmer?
I know Elmer Fudd.
No, or Derek Elmer. I call him Deke, but Derek Elmer.
Oh, excuse me.
No.
Okay, I thought he was up around Roaring Camp, but I can't remember.
I mean, there's a lot of people. I'm bad with names. I mean, I recognize faces, and I'll be like, "Hey, you!" Everybody's name's you. But,
Yeah. We got
yeah,
you.
I'm not sore though. I felt sorry for Rich. He was talking about being sore and stuff.
Hopefully
Yeah,
your orifice
I was
don't get cold, Dennis.
I was a little bit sore Saturday, but we did a lot of shoveling there at Prospectors Pit,
Uh-huh.
which Razor gave me that name. I was trying to figure out a name, and he immediately just shot off Prospectors Pit.
There
And
you
I went,
go.
That's it.
There you go.
That's the name.
Sounds
But,
good.
yeah, I don't know. I mean, is it raining in Ohio? Are you guys supposed to get any tomorrow, or what's
It's
the weather
coming.
supposed to be
It's
like?
coming. It's supposed to start raining later, what I seen on the weather thing, and then
Because I
tomorrow.
want to get down there early. If I
Mhm.
get down early, I got to throw the dredge in for a couple hours and get a little bit of dredge time. I haven't been on my dredge in a while,
Right.
so
Well, heck.
I think I just might have to. Well, there's a spot that's actually down the stream from Bill's, and since my dredge is right there, I can put it in and float it down. And I've been wanting to hit if the gravel bar hasn't been moved to the other side already.
Mm-hmm.
hit.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
See if that gravel bar's still there, and run for a little bit, get at least a tank full of gas in. That's what, about 3 or 4 hours maybe, or something like that.
Right.
So,
Oh, cool, man.
but yeah.
So you.
And go ahead. What?
Oh, I was gonna. I don't even know what I was gonna say now. Go ahead.
No. No, and I got some good news. I really don't want to. I'm not going to really elaborate exactly what it is, but I kind of told you guys, pregame before we got on the show. I got a good interview last night with a production company, and we'll see. We'll see how this pans out if it goes forward. it'll be good. If not, that's no big deal. I still continue to go on my adventures, but they're looking for. They're not wanting to do any type of TV drama series. They're just looking for documentaries,
right?
For prospectors that go on some. I guess you'd call adventures. That's kind of off the beaten path a little bit, and I got to talking to them, and I answered a bunch of questions, and I thought.
The heck is that, Swiftwater? That's who it was.
What the?
I do not know. I know nothing of what you speak. Sorry about that, guys. Go ahead.
Oh, anyway, before whatever that meant was, So I lost my train of thought now. I guess maybe that was the purpose of it. I don't know. But I told them about it. I got a place that if they want to go on a nice adventure, I can take them on an adventure. And I hope their camera guys, if this does go forward, I hope they're in shape, because even though I'm old and a little bit round, which round is a shape. I was going to take them back to where I usually don't go very often, because the gold is so good there. I don't want to use it all up. I try to use it all up everywhere else first.
Right.
And that's kind of like my reserve, when there's no other place to go. So I don't know. It's going to be interesting to find out if this goes forward with it. If they want to, I know they won't be disappointed. So.
Well, I mean, that's what they're looking for, so you might as well take them back that way.
Like I said,
though. It'll be an adventure. It'll be a hike, and and I told them to, they could go check out my videos on YouTube where it says Glory Ho / Honey Ho. It's back from a couple years. There's actually, I think I've got, I don't know, maybe 4 or 5 videos on it, different, going back there. But man, we always get very good gold, and he's question, when did you get started? How did asking about gold in this area? And I told him that, a lot of people don't realize how good the gold is in Indiana. And but anyone listening tonight, the gold's not good at all. So you don't need to come to Indiana.
It's horrible.
Right. I was going to say, you're totally crazy, Dennis.
Right.
No.
Yeah, it's really not good at all here.
It's better in Ohio, right around the Biffles area.
All right. Well, what you'll have to do is, if you get that third call, man, you're going to have to break the news here first, right?
Oh, yeah.
All right. So that sounds...
You guys will be everyone else will be the second one to know, because I'll be the first one.
All right. Well, that sounds like a plan. I'm glad you made it tonight, Dennis, and I'm glad you got that interview and you're getting ready for your trip. And I'm awful glad you're here, my friend. So let's take a quick break, and then we'll come right back with Kathleen Biffle and Dredging Up the News. We'll be right back, everybody.
Do you like to mine for gold? Enjoy prospecting a nice crack in the bedrock? Enjoy getting outdoors to camp, fish, hunt, and hike on your public lands? You plan your trip, load the gear, grab the dog, put the family in the truck, and drive off to a locked gate. A sign says you cannot enter or access your own public lands. Mining claims and public land owned by we the people are being designated as off limits by our own government every single day. Are you concerned about the direction our government is going? Are you tired of seeing no access, no entry signs on your lands? We are, and we are fighting back. We are AMRA, America Mining Rights Association, the fastest growing small mining advocacy association in America. AMRA is a 501c3 not-for-profit formed by miners, hunters, off-roaders, retired military men and women to stop the insanity. AMRA was formed to educate, unite, and help the small miners and public land users on their rights given to us by God. Do you want access to great mining claims? For a small tax-deductible donation to their miners' legal fund, your family gains access to proven excellent mining claims across America for an entire year. AMRA challenges the USFS, BLM, EPA, and the other agencies intent upon stopping you from enjoying your own lands. You are who pays these people's wages. It is time they listen to us. us. We need to unite. And that is what AMRA is doing. As you sit here right now, thousands of acres of public lands are being closed, locked, and blocked from use by you. Are you fed up yet? Join us. Get in on this fight and let's restore America to what our families fought and died for. Freedom. Just visit AmericanMiningRights.com. AmericanMiningRights.com. Also, check us out on Facebook at American Mining Rights Association. AmericanMiningRights.com.
It is time for Dredging Up the News with Kathleen Biffle. Mining news from around the globe, metal detecting, dredging, entertainment news, and fun facts as well. Here's Kathleen.
All right, it is August 15th. I'll start off in northern Idaho. Wildfires are burning. The Cougar Fire, as one fire is called, is located northeast of Lake Pend Ariel, I think is how you say it. It is the largest at 3,450 acres. This was as of Monday. The Surprise Creek Fire, another fire burning out there, is in South Bonner County. And that one's like 1,400 acres. So they've got all that going on. And then on Thursday, this was last Thursday, a wildfire in east central Idaho started burning an area where they haven't had a wildfire in 80 years. Sorry.
That's all right.
Choked up. But anyway, the fires in this area are threatening historic gold mines. The area is at around 40 to 50% covered in dead trees. Along with that, they have a big crop of what's called as cheatgrass. What this is an invasive species that dries out and becomes fire prone. And this is what is fueling the flames.
Oh, okay.
The area also includes historic Rabbit Foot Mine. This is near where the fire started. The fire started with a lightning strike, and it started on August 2nd.
Wow. Crazy. Yeah. Man.
So,
You know what? We should have more resources to be able to combat these fires. It amazes me sometimes.
Crazy.
They get it done, though. Them boys are good.
No, I mean, I know they're busting
Aren't they?
their butt, but I mean, their fires are like really just running rampant.
Yeah.
And you think you'd not just one or two, but you think you'd have something that big. Okay, we need everybody that we can get, put this out, and then jump to the next one.
Yep.
Yeah.
All right.
Well, I guess North Idaho is under a stage 1 fire restriction, so there's no. I guess they have restrictions on building campfires on public lands. You're not allowed unless you have a designated fire ring.
Okay.
So
that makes sense.
that's what's going on there.
So that means no rims.
You can't just put some river rocks or in a circle.
I would think.
That's exactly what they're saying.
Oh, they are saying that. Okay.
All right, so this story, we've been following it for a while. Alaska. The Bureau of Land Management Monday issued a natural gas pipeline permit enabling Donlin Gold to build a line from West Cook Inlet to the mine site in southwestern Alaska. The U.S. Army Corps of Engineers also issued a permit under the Clean Water Act. Donlin Gold's owners, which are Nova Gold Resources and Barrick Gold, still have several state and federal permits to still obtain. But just receiving these permits, it took them 6 years.
Wow.
So the saga is ongoing. And this is a very controversial area for the mining project just because of, the salmon and things like that.
Sure.
Yeah. But it's going to be one of the world's largest gold deposits. Containing just under 34 million ounces of gold reserves. So, according to the partners, all costs over the mine's 27-year life would be around $735 an ounce.
Oh, okay.
So that's the cost, right?
Is it?
Yeah, that's what it says.
Okay. Okay.
But But, they're still years away from production. The mine is expected to require $6.7 billion in investment. So, But, Barrick Gold is the world's top producer of gold. So I think that's like, pocket change, right?
Yeah, it's a Barrett, right?
Like I said, you can control some of the market, though, when it comes to that, when somebody moves their money like that. When the big boys are digging it, and they're the ones that own it, things tend to fluctuate up and down a little.
Yep. Who knows?
Mm-hmm.
In Jerome, Arizona, I thought this story was kind of neat, and there's only one small part that's related to mining, but it's Arizona, and I just love that state and all the history. So anyway, there is an old miners inn that is up for sale. The building is located on 3.5 acres. It is 27,000 square feet, and it's for sale for a mere $6.2 million. But the crazy thing is, the original purchase price in 1995, which is what the current owners bought it for, was $190,000. Oh. So they're getting quite a return there.
Yeah, I'd say.
You figure?
Oh, it's a huge house. I mean, it's, like I said, 27,000 square feet. 2,900 square feet of it is in covered porches. Mm-hmm. The 2,600 square foot, they have a 2,600 square foot garage / workshop, a 9,000 square foot rooftop garden, and right now only one person's living there because her husband recently passed away, so now she wants to sell it. And the couple had bought it, a while ago to restore it. And I guess it took them 10 years to restore it. But 95, I think I get to live in it for a while without working on it.
Yeah.
So what's so special about this place anyway? Well, here's a little blurb on it. In 1919, James Rawhide Jimmy Douglas, he built kind of like a hotel of sorts directly outside the entrance of his copper mine in Arizona. This guy was already rich. He came from a really wealthy mining family, but he decided to build this so his miners would have a dorm or, a place to sleep. The dorm / hotel, they named it the Little Daisy Hotel. They had 40 rooms, a big dining room, a reception area, of course, the views. Mm-hmm. But supposedly the miners felt like it was way too fancy for them when they were there. They would just all shack up in the same rooms and share beds and doing 8-hour shifts.
Well, that's interesting.
So that's a little history on the property. So, and I guess by the mid 1950s, with the mining economy in Jerome collapsing, the hotel just fell in disrepair. So this couple bought it and they put some TLC in it, and they're hoping that someone will buy it and maybe turn it into something like a bed and breakfast. They wanted to do it, but then they decided they didn't want to deal with people.
Right.
That's what the article said.
Well, they're being truthful.
I'll tell you what. You know what? Really, it's really funny is because there's something that speaks for itself in there. That instead of the miners going off on their own, want to have their own room and their own stuff like that, they decided to shack up with the people that they work with every day. So could you imagine how tight knit that certain group of people went down in that hole? They would know each other from night and day.
Well, sure.
Yeah. That's kind of amazing.
It is.
Well, it's dangerous work too, and you kind of build a bond in dangerous situations.
Oh yeah, I mean you got to trust the next guy.
Oh yeah.
And I'll bet you if there's two people that didn't trust you, you're probably out. I could just guarantee it.
Yeah.
It'd be that hardcore, but that's pretty phenomenal to hear that aspect of it. That they prefer to sleep in the same room with everybody. So we know people were there. That's cool.
Now, have you been to Jerome?
I haven't been to Jerome. Like I said, I come here to dig gold. So to go sightseeing, Jerome is like one of those sightseeing places.
Okay.
So is Sedona and stuff like that.
I've never been there, so I didn't know.
No, it's famous and stuff like that. It's got some history, but where I'm at, right now I'm serving barbecue and, not digging gold, but when I'm digging gold, I'm not that direction.
Yeah. Okay.
Because we try to stay in the gold fields. Here I try to stay where. Yeah, if there's been gold found there, that's where I tend to try to stay.
I think it was more of a silver thing.
Mm-hmm.
Silver copper.
But they say it's nice. I mean, everybody likes when they go up there and stuff like that. It's higher, it's cooler.
Yeah, I mean, and that's what this couple is banking on, because I guess a lot of people from LA like to go to that spot for, vacation.
Huh.
Yeah, but I think they kind of overshot the price by about, I don't know, $6 million.
$6 million?
Maybe. A little bit.
I mean, if you come out and said, you know what, I got this little tinker town it's never been done with, I'll take $400,000. I bet they'd probably sell it tomorrow.
Oh, sure.
Yeah.
And you know what? That's not bad money.
Sold for under $1 million. The one I talked about a couple weeks ago.
Yep. So they could have went for $1 million and got that, but
yeah. But $6 million, come on.
Maybe they know something we don't know.
They're selling the commercial value of,
That's what it is. Yeah.
The potential profit you could make.
Right.
Yeah, but let me ask you a question. Have you ever heard of it?
Have I?
Yeah.
No, I'm not.
Okay, I live here in Arizona, and I've never heard of it. So the commercial value is not really that great,
but
right
maybe
now.
to all the LA elites, it is. We just don't know. That's the thing.
Yeah, maybe they have a bunch of touristy cabins.
Yeah,
and
them LA people. You know how they are.
Yeah.
So you never know. Somebody will buy it. Pretty cool though.
Well, I won't be writing a check anytime soon.
Yeah.
Man, we can write a check.
They can't cash it.
Darn
they
good.
can cash it never.
That's right.
So just leave it blank.
That's
Yeah.
right.
All right.
All
So
right.
now that brings us to global news. I just have a couple of things.
Okay.
Newfoundland. The Moosehead Gold District up there in the north central part of the Canadian province. They're making headlines this week because different miners are announcing the acquisition of a number of projects in the area. So a lot of the bigger gold companies up there are looking to start mining, and that's an area you just never really hear about. So I thought I would kind of put that in there, I guess. But there is gold there.
That's good.
All the properties up there, they lie along the northeast trending belt of, it's called Silurian volcanic and sedimentary rocks with associated intrusions. So mineralization in the area is associated with east-west trending quartz veins.
Mm-hmm.
And it's associated with the north dipping fault system. So a lot of interesting geological things going on up there, and I never knew that.
Right.
All right, so the next story in Africa. Here's some stuff on rubies.
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 The red.
We love rubies.
Rubies.
A man named Sebastio Pedro. Back in 2014, he did have a lucky strike. He was only 21 years old at the time. He was a small scale miner, but he found a really huge ruby. I didn't say how big, but he found it in northern Mozambique.
Mm-hmm. Mozambique.
Yeah,
he sold it to a buyer from Vietnam for $43,000.
Right.
So, and that was back in 2014. Well, an article said that they followed him recently. He's trying to get back there to perhaps find another one. But everything has totally changed. Just like with any gold rush, I guess, there was a gem rush, if you will. So now it's difficult to be a small scale miner there with all of the bigger all the corruption and all of that going on. So
right, of course.
Yeah, but that was interesting. They said that the rubies there they're found kind of shallow. You don't really have to go very deep.
Oh, that'd be cool.
It starts around 7 feet.
Dang.
Start finding them.
Dang. I like it.
Yeah. But I guess there's other gemstones that you can find there. You can find emeralds and sapphires. And they say that the gemstone business is worth as much as $2.5 billion annually there.
Wow.
Oh,
a lot of money for
Yeah, it
gemstones.
is. Yes, it is.
Man.
All right. So that was my global news, and I'm going to turn it over to Shad for local events of interest.
All right.
All right, everybody, here's your local event.
Oh, that sounded priceless.
Oh, thank you, Shad.
Oh,
needed that.
That was priceless.
Yeah, I needed that one.
All right, we got some reminders for you. August 18th through the 19th in Sonora, California. Got the Delta Gold Diggers and the GPAA at the Motherlode Fairgrounds. It'll run Sunday, 10 a.m. to 6 p.m., and Sunday, 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. There's free gold to the first 100 each day. Admission $7. Children 12 and under are free. And $1 off for veterans and 2018 gold and outdoor festival card holders.
Cool.
And I think
Hey,
also,
Shad?
Yes, yeah.
I wanted to let those guys know if they do go to the Delta Gold Digger show, which I did go there last year, there's a vendor that sets up that sells these big mugs, and you pay one price and it's all you can drink tea in several different flavors. It's the best tea you'll ever have.
Very cool.
So you got to
So
stop.
do they
there
have
and-
peach tea?
Good time.
Oh my God, yes, that's what I drank the whole time, all weekend. That's what I did, and then I spent the next 12 hours in the bathroom. So
Well, there you go. Well, there you go.
I was draining tea for a long time, but I
The
guess
tannins are
he
good
sits
for
up
you.
there every year.
Well, get,
Yeah, I was still waiting on that mug too.
yeah. Well, get some tea then while you're there. Right, Chad?
Well, I tell you what, if anyone's listening and they go there, please send me 2 mugs, one that I can send to Rich. So he will get
And
on my
Dennis will
rear
pay
end.
you
But
3
anyway,
times the price.
Right.
A triple nickel.
Oh,
right.
but hey, just so everyone knows, too, one of our members, Joe Stasakonis, he will be there working in the lecture building. Stop by and say hello to him. And it's called
Oh,
Hillbilly.
that's right.
He'll
Joe can pick me up, too, because he's going to roaring camp. So, Joe, you need to pick me up 2 of them mugs.
Okay.
Tell him
All
to
right,
fill it
back
with
to-
a bunch of tea.
Back
for
to
now.
Shad.
Well, also, I know Shannon and the guys from AMRA will be heading there to that gold show as well. So check them out. And if you're wondering what activities there are, prospecting seminars, pan for real gold, hands-on and live equipment demos, metal detecting, and tons of vendors. Fun for all ages. You have bucket mucking, gold pan toss, gold panning contest, and Tim, what do we have?
Metal detecting for kids.
That's right. There we go.
What is so funny about that?
Have you ever metal detected for kids?
No, but I mean, what? So what do you mean? Okay, I'm missing it. I know I'm missing it.
You get a detect for kids.
Oh,
It says metal detecting for kids. How do you find a kid with a metal detector?
you got to put a necklace around him.
They're going to put foil hats on them.
Little straws so they can breathe underground too.
You funny guys. Oh, that's just good.
All right. Moving on, August 24th through the 26th in historic Liberty, Washington. The Resources Coalition is proud to announce their annual PNW Miners Rally. It's free and open to all. This annual gathering provides Northwest mineral prospectors, miners, and the general public an opportunity to openly discuss important events and actions affecting prospecting and mining. It also will demonstrate and observe new technologies, buy and sell equipment and parts, and show off some finds and catch up with friends. You get to spend the weekend learning and reliving Washington's prospecting and mining heritage. There'll be plenty of free tent, dry, and RV camping there with limited food service available at the rally site. Saturday, there will be a potluck dinner for those that wish to contribute. And you can always check them out at the rally coordinator and call them up at 360-427-7210. So that sounds pretty cool up there in Liberty, Washington. So check them out if you're in that area. And then on September 2nd, it's Kathleen's birthday. Oh, wait. And also in Bandon, Oregon on September 2nd at 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. Pacific time. You get a pan for gold at Bandon's History Museum. Kids pan for free, courtesy of the Sunset Motel. But you get to take advantage of the free summer Sunday for free admission. And that you can find more at the BandonHistoricalMuseum.org.
Interesting.
Yep.
All right.
Now moving on to September 15th in Frederick, Colorado. It's Miners' Day out there. And the 2018 theme is Traditions of the Past Growing Towards the Future. Mm-hmm. Interesting. Yeah. That'll run 10 a.m. to 10 p.m. And it's in 2 parks in downtown Frederick. At 105 5th Street and also at the 630 8th Street Park. So
the ink ran out.
Yeah, the ink ran out there. It's the Chris Park and the Centennial Park. There you go. It's like invisible ink here I'm working with.
Yeah.
We need a new ink cartridge.
Yeah, we're running out. But Miners' Day is one of Frederick's premier annual community events, drawing thousands of people to downtown Frederick for family-oriented fun and entertainment throughout the day. It offers a small-town feel in celebration of their community's mining heritage. The event includes a dynamic parade, exhibitor booths, food and refreshment vendors, activities, contests, and live entertainment throughout the day. There's a Miners' Day beer garden, which will feature local brews. There are free kid events, too, as well as which includes a bungee trampoline, bounce houses, inflatables, and face painting for Scott Swiftwater Toney if you can make it.
Crickets.
Silence, man. Rough crowd tonight. Per tradition, Miners' Day concludes with a spectacular evening concert and fireworks display. So that sounds pretty cool. Again, that's in Frederick, Colorado, so check that out if you're in the area. That sounds like a whole lot of fun. And that's all we have for local events. Back to you, Kathleen.
Now bring us to our fun fact.
Fun facts.
I have an extended one, but there's a lot of different facts woven in it.
Okay. Go for it.
All right, so, well, I don't know if you guys knew, but last weekend, at least in Ohio, you could see a meteor shower. In fact, as I have reported previously, this kind of ties in with another type of gold rush going on in the form of meteorites and space gold. Mm-hmm. Well, tonight's fun fact is about a different sort of gold rush, if you will. It's the gold rush for meteorites. Earth is bombarded with tons of space material each day, but most of the objects vaporize in the atmosphere. The larger pieces, which fall to the earth or to the ground, come mostly in the form of asteroids. But the little smaller pieces, I do believe, they refer to them as meteorites. So here's some meteorite fun facts. It's said that most of the meteorites fall in the ocean of the Earth, and that makes sense if you think about it, because Earth is 71% covered by water. The rest, however, do fall on land, and that's where they are discovered by meteorite hunters. Last weekend, like I said, there was a shower that you could see. The new moon of August came in on Saturday the 11th, and this is perfectly timed during this annual meteor shower because it's dark, and it's like a moonless night, so you're able to see the meteorites falling. And last week's meteor shower was called the Perseids, but they're not actually stars or anything like that. They're just basically tiny flecks of material that was shed by a comet, and the comet's name is the Comet Swift-Tuttle.
Isn't that this week?
No, that was last week.
Last weekend.
Last Saturday. We were out camping, and it was luckily the rain did subside that part of the night, but we didn't get to see the whole thing.
I did. You know what? I didn't even see a post from anybody that's seen anything. That's crazy.
Yeah, that is.
Oh, because I got a lot.
All about it.
Yeah, I got a lot of meteor guys. So.
Yeah, I mean, especially, out there, you guys probably find them a lot in the desert. The little ones.
Oh, yeah, we wish.
Yeah.
Don't throw them away.
The shower that happened last week, it was named after, it's basically us going through the path of a comet. And the comet's name is Comet Swiftwater. It was discovered during the summer of 1862. And I guess it's named after the two astronomers who found it. So I thought that was a pretty cool fact.
That's cool.
Another fact is that millions of meteoroids travel through Earth's atmosphere each day, but we don't know it. When a meteor encounters our atmosphere, as we know, it is vaporized and it leaves behind a trail. And that burning part is called the meteor. The appearance of a number of meteors occurring in the same part of the sky over a period of time is called a meteor shower. So that would be what we were seeing last week, and because it's an annual event. That's a good one there. We have famous meteorites. So they document the ones that fall to Earth, right? But did you know that as recent as 2012, that a meteorite fell in California's Gold Country, and it's known as the Sutter's Mill meteorite.
Really?
Yeah, and the reason why is because researchers have found diamonds and other precious metals, of course, including gold, in the remnants. So there were initially no reports of fragments of this meteorite reaching the ground, but scientists were able to track down pieces of this meteor, and how they did it was using Doppler radar. Mm-hmm. So I thought that was kind of interesting. Doppler. But they did find it, and it was at Sutter's Mill, which is approximately 36 miles northeast of Sacramento, California, and that's where they found the pieces. So this one,
that's pretty close to Pine Grove.
Yeah, it's Sutter's Mill. It's I mean, is that where you're going, Dennis?
Yeah, it's east of Sacramento.
Okay.
Take your metal detector.
Yeah. Anyway, this meteor struck Earth's atmosphere at a record-breaking speed of 64,000 miles per hour.
Wow.
So that is like 17.8 miles a second.
Jeez.
It had a mass of 88,000 pounds, and when it broke up in the altitude, that's when it came into little fragments, and there was a total of 77 that they found.
Now you can get good money off them if you find pieces of meteorites, can't you?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
And some are more rare than others. If you do find them, some of the famous ones. Let's see. There's a couple of them I put on here. The ones like that are found in Russia. They have olivine in it.
Yep.
Wow.
And then there's this one in China. It's called the Fukang meteorite.
The Fukang? Oh, jeez. I'm not touching that one.
How it's spelled.
Not touching that
one. This was a really iron-based meteorite, and it was found in the mountains near Fukang, China, and this was in the year 2000. This one, the composition included olivine and peridot. The olivines vary in shape from like rounded to angular. Many of them are fractured, and they range in the size of less than like 5 millimeters to several centimeters. But because of its large gem-like olivine crystals, pieces of this meteorite are much in demand by collectors, and you can fetch a really good price.
Man, that would be cool. I would love to be able to find one of those and say I found a Fukang rock.
Fukang rock, I know. I found a Fukang rock once too, Dennis. I mean, it wasn't worth nothing. The Fukang rock I found wasn't worth 2 cents, so I don't know.
You know, what's really funny is because you take price per gram for meteorites, and I'm talking like you could find one the size of a baseball, and the price just goes
but
out of the
How much
market.
is a Fuking meteorite?
Yeah, that's what I'm wondering.
I mean, that's pretty cool.
If I had a Fuking meteor, I'd sell it.
Yeah.
Hey, you have to be in Fuking, China to find it.
Why you gotta be?
Exactly.
I don't know why you'd have to be over Fuking. Yeah, I just don't get it. I
You
don't
guys
know.
are making me have a hot flash. Stop it.
How come everybody else out of the country always finds the good stuff? Like Australia, the giant nuggets. You
How
got
come
China.
they always get the good names?
Yeah, right.
Yeah, that's true. I guess. But
Yeah.
Just saying.
I mean, we call ours just a leverite.
Yeah.
Well, there was one
Right.
that was found in North America, in Alabama.
Kathleen, wait, one quick question
Yeah.
before you go on. If you found gold there, would you be finding Fuking gold?
You would.
Okay, I just need to know.
In the Fuking olivine gemstone.
Okay, cool. Fuking gemstones and Fuking gold. Okay, I'm good.
But just leave the Fuking rocks alone.
Just leave the Fuking rocks there. Okay, we'll do.
They get upset about that stuff. You know?
I love that.
No, you know what would be a real treasure if you did find something like softball size that you could actually cut in slivers like they do. That would be a phenomenal meteorite.
Fuking
Oh, yeah.
phenomenal.
Oh man, I mean, I found, like I said, you guys heard a long time ago. If you guys have been listening for a while, you know I was on the show as a guest a while back. But when I first started digging gold, I was actually finding meteorites and didn't even know. Oh my gosh! And I mean, I threw, even in quartzite, I could say probably, I could overcount on two hands. It has to be over 10. I'm just like, who would be out here welding? This is stupid.
Oh
man.
yeah,
Throw it away.
you told us about that.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
King Swiftwater. If you want, you could sell some more barbecue and go to Cabot Guns and get the pair of 1911 pistols made out of a meteorite that fell from Namibia, Africa.
Great. You just got. That was one of my fun
Oh
facts.
gee,
Is it really?
Yeah. Thanks a lot.
Shad.
$1.5 million.
Shad.
Will they sell me two of them?
It's for the
It's for the
yes.
pair.
Yeah. All right. So that was one of my other fun facts.
My bad.
If I could continue.
Continue, Kathleen, please. Back to
Let's
Kathleen.
scratch that one off the list.
Back to
I
Kathleen.
just wish those guns were made from meteorite and Fuking.
Fuking meteorite
Yeah,
guns.
Fuking guns.
Yeah, some Fuking guns. Oh, go on,
Here's
Kathleen.
another one.
We're sorry.
Yeah. I'll steer it back to the conversation before Shad steals another fun fact.
Get us on track again.
All right. So this one actually occurred in Alabama. And this is back in 1954. A 34-year-old woman was sleeping on her couch, and suddenly a 9-pound meteorite bashed through the ceiling of her home and smashed into her radio, ricocheted off, and hit her in the thigh. Well, evidently it left a really bad bruise. And is actually the only well-documented case of a person being struck by a rock from space.
Oh, wow.
You wouldn't know what to expect. How?
Exactly. So listen to this, though. The story gets even more crazy. A piece of that meteorite sold at auction at Christie's, fetching more money per gram than gold. The 10.3 gram specimen of the meteorite sold for $7,500.
Oh,
Wow.
Yeah. And the sad part is, the lady who was hit, she never profited from her meteorite. And you know why? Her landlord claimed, put his claim on it, saying that he owned the property that it hit, and it was actually in a big court battle,
Oh, jeez.
and ultimately they sided with the landlord.
I'll be darned.
Wow.
Wow.
Isn't that crazy?
Yes, it is.
No, I would have
Yeah.
smashed it. I would have smashed it with a hammer. So there you go, buddy.
Wow.
Yeah,
Wow.
that's
Now you
sad.
got five. Now you got 5 meteorites.
Mm-hmm. There's a couple other ones kind of interesting. You know, you can always look it up on Google. You can Google it. But there was another one that fell in Namibia. This one is called the Hoba
Oh,
meteorite. Hoba. it actually is so large. It's 60 tons. It is nearly impossible to move, so it's actually just sitting where it landed.
Okay, makes sense.
They never moved it.
Go get your chisels.
It is the largest known meteorite. It actually has been declared a national monument in Namibia.
Wow.
And it is one of the rare meteorites that is also part of a tourist site.
Get your chisels.
Meteorite experts think that the Hoban fell about 80,000 years ago.
Dang.
And they, just recently they discovered it. It wasn't like it fell recently.
Right.
It was 8,000 years ago.
Right. Gotcha.
Yeah. So that was kind of interesting.
Well, it was.
There's actually another one in the United States you want to hear about, and I'll be done.
Sure. And then we'll
Okay.
wrap it up.
Yeah.
This is called the Willamette meteorite. It weighs 15.5 tons. It's the largest ever found in the United States.
Biggie.
Wow.
Scientists believe that the Willamette meteorite crash landed on Earth about 12 to 15,000 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
It actually landed in Canada or Montana. However, it drifted on a piece of glacial ice into Oregon.
Wow, that's cool.
I guess the area is known as West Lynn, Oregon today.
Uh-huh.
And, so this is actually the 6th largest meteorite in the world. And you can see it on display at the American Museum of Natural History in New York.
Oh, that'd be cool. I'd like to see that.
Yeah.
Hey, and just to bring out a little something about the old meteorites, so Desert Pirate said they can find meteorites in Benson Dry Lake Bed, southeast of Tucson.
Oh,
Really?
cool.
Yeah.
There you go. Get out there.
It's a dry lake bed?
Well, I mean, you
what he
should
said.
be able to. Yeah, you should be able to find them. Because they make a divot in the ground.
Yeah,
Don't they
it's probably
skip?
like a crater.
Yeah, a lot of times don't they skip, they say? When they hit, they like skip across the surface. A lot of times they're laying right on the surface, I heard.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah,
probably.
'cause
I mean,
they
they're
come
coming
in
in
at an
a certain
angle, and they just skip like a
I
rock.
think-
Yeah.
I
Yep.
want to find
think
one.
I think Jeff Williams has a video on the meteorites in Arizona or something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, out there, shoot, you look in the sky, and you can just see them. It's so clear.
I still want to find what they call desert glass, like where the lightning struck the sand.
You've been watching Sweet Home Alabama there, Swiftwater?
No, dude, it's real.
You ever know what happens when lightning strikes the sand?
It turns to glass, fool.
That's Shad's pickup line to me.
Well, I don't know about the show. I'm just saying I know that is actually real, man.
I know it is.
It'd be cool to find it.
It is.
It's really cool.
I mean, I don't want to be there when it happens. I just like to find it.
Yeah.
But I mean, through all my searches and walking around, and I mean, I've did a lot of miles in desert, but I've never found anything that looked like a lightning strike and glass around it. I mean, you got to know it. You'd see it.
You
You'd know
just
it.
dig it up, I guess.
Well, just get a big old metal rebar, pound it in the ground, and then just go back and check it if it gets struck.
Okay, no.
Yeah, that's what they did. That's what they did.
That's how you track the lightning, so you know where to dig. Makes it easier.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but I want the natural stuff.
That is the natural
Oh, my bad.
stuff.
I didn't know. That's just. Oh, really, Swiftwater? I can't.
If you're sticking an iron rod in it and lightning hits it, you're going to
And
have
that's
iron
not
in it.
natural.
No.
It's man-made.
Man-made lightning coming down.
Iron.
You're conducting it.
Man-made light. I'm talking about the iron, not the lightning. The lightning just does the work.
Whatever. Iron is natural. You find them in meteorites.
Exactly.
Oh, my Lord.
You can't win.
No, not this time, I guess.
No, Scott, you're not winning this one, buddy.
Well, that was dredging up the news.
Awesome.
We loved it. We loved
We
it.
loved it.
Good.
Yeah, great job, Kathleen. So I think on that note, let's go ahead and wrap it up. It was a great show. It was a fucking great show. That's.
Maybe we should do a Cronies Club outing out there in Fuking,
Yeah,
China.
I think we should. We could do a Fuking Crony Club outing then. That's for sure. That's
man,
going to
could you
stick with me
going
for a
across
while.
these?
What, Scott?
I said, can you imagine going across the east for an outing? That would be just crazy.
Maybe someday. You never, ever know about us, right?
Hey, we could get that big. You never know.
You never
I
know.
think I would want to go to Australia before China.
Yeah, I
agree. Yeah.
I agree. I'm with you. So let's go ahead and say goodnight to everybody. We want to thank everybody for tuning in and for hanging out with us tonight. We hope you enjoyed the show. If you did, share it with your friends. Tell them to come and listen to us. Listen to us everywhere. We're always around. And be sure to tune in Sunday night as well at 7:30. We'll be here, we promise. So until then, have a great night, everybody. We're out of here.
Good night.
Good night.
Good night, everyone.
Be sure to tune in next Sunday at 7:30 for another great show. For updates and more info, please go to www.prospectorsradio.com.